We're now joined by Maria Walton. She is the executive director of a nonprofit that provides resources to families affected by domestic violence. Welcome, Maria.
Hi.
Maria, so talk to us about the organization that you're a part of, and then let's talk about this upcoming Cookoff, this upcoming event that's being organized to provide more resources.
So I am, like you said, the executive director of the Harbor Children's Alliance and Victim Center in Port Lavaca, and we provide supportive services to victims of domestic violence and sexual assault. We provide them with counseling, we help with safety plans, we have we're partners with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid, so we're able to assist with divorces and protective orders, and all of that is free. There is no charge to anybody that walks in through our doors.
Are there a lot of problems or obstacles that come in the way of divorce? Is it a lot more difficult than it seems?
It is.
Some families?
You know, if you're not properly represented, then it's hard for you to get what not necessarily what you deserve, but you know, where you're
not being taken advantage
of. Exactly. And then the big issue comes when children are involved, because then you've got child custody.
Right. And do y'all provide counseling resources as well?
We do. We contract with therapists that come into our office to provide those services.
Oh, wow. I know how valuable that can be, and how that can really change the healing process for those children.
That, and we also have our advocates that provide accompaniment with them. So like, you know, if they have to go to court for a protective order, then our advocate will accompany them so they don't feel alone in that in the courtroom and have to face their offender or their batterer by themselves.
Is that all through the Harbor Alliance?
Yes.
Wow. So in order to provide these resources, there's got to be some sort of fundraising.
Yes.
And that's where this third annual event comes into play.
Yes.
Which is Give Domestic Violence the Boot, right?
The Boot, yes. So Kathy Pullen, she recently retired to the Port O'Connor area, and so it's something that's really dear to her heart, because she is actually a survivor of domestic violence. And when she partnered with us, because we don't have any type of emergency shelter, any shelter in Calhoun County for victims of domestic violence. So we always have to send them out. And a lot of them don't want to leave because they work in the community, their children are enrolled in school in the community, so it's hard for them to leave, which then in turn makes it hard for them to leave the situation. So she partnered with us to be able to raise funds to build a shelter, some type. We're still researching to see what exactly our community needs, whether it be in an emergency, whether it be transitional or long-term, but some type of shelter for them to go. So it's her third annual Give Domestic Violence the Boot that we're having, and it's going to be at Front Beach in Port O'Connor. And so it's actually, we've had to change location because it's grown so much.
Oh,
you know?
great.
And so that's
how many more, is it cooks that are increasing in number?
No, it's actually attendees.
Oh, wow.
So the first year it was a street dance, and she raised about $10,000. Last year we had it at the community center, and it was really crowded, and she raised about $27,000. So
wow. And these are all local people cooking?
With the cook-off is separate from the actual dance, but yes, she's got some locals that are cooking, and she's got some people coming from out of town.
And you can taste some of that at the dinner, right?
No.
Oh,
the dinner is a separate. Yes, a separate meal that's provided.
Very nice. So the dinner, that's at around 6 p.m.?
Yes, the dinner and dance it's from 6 to 11 at Front Beach, and Bubba Wesley will be performing. I think there's one table left. I believe she sold out all but one table for $500, and then tickets are available at the door for $25 for dinner and dance.
So you can still go even if you don't get a table.
Right, yes. And then the cook-off is actually during the day, and I think they start checking in at 8, and then prizes are awarded at 5. And it's a steak and rib cook-off and anything rum.
Man, y'all got some talented cooks over there.
They do.
In Port Lavaca. And I just want to say thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing the information about the Harbor Alliance. And we hope to hear back from y'all. I hope y'all get great fundraising results from this event.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Maria. All right, well, coming up, we hear from the City of Victoria, and we learn how we can help keep Victoria beautiful.